Okay guys, Mr. Movie Night here. Right now we're looking at an old Keystone 16mm projector, probably from about the 1950s or 60s. I got this in my little media room here. Anyway, I inherited this from one of my uncles that was a photographer. So just thought it was a pretty cool little display piece that I have in here. But anyway, leave it here for a second. The real reason I'm here is I've been watching a lot of these DVD review videos lately. Enjoy watching people show their collections and talk about movies and everything. I think it's kind of cool. So some of these people I watch are like Cool Duder, Wet Movie 1, Mr. Parka, DVD M, Booger Boy Meister. There's lots of ones that I really enjoy going back and actually seeing what they bought, the DVDs they own, and just hearing them talk about them and everything. So I have quite a collection, and I thought that I would try to show mine, and we'll see. This will be my first video here, so bear with me. Gonna go over here now, move over and show my collection, and I have quite a few, as you can see. So I'm going to actually start, I think, with my comedy section, which is probably one of the largest sections I have. And I'm just going to go through and show them and maybe talk about them a little bit. So let's see. Hopefully I won't bore you to death. Okay, so first up we have The Absent-Minded Professor, which is a great Disney movie, classic. Fred MacMurray, he was in a lot of these early Disney movies. Just really fun movie. The one that actually inspired the remake called Flubber with Robin Williams. And I've seen parts of that one, but this one is just really a lot of fun. It's a good family movie. For those of you who don't know, he's basically a college professor, like a science professor, and he creates this substance which is like flying rubber, and it's called Flubber, and he uses it to make his car fly and all kind of cool stuff like that. But it's a really fun movie. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, of course. You gotta have the two Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, the sequel. It's also funny as well. Adam Sandler, Best of Adam Sandler, Saturday Night Live, All of Me. It's a good Steve Martin, Lily Tomlin movie. Okay, we have Almost Famous. Great movie, Kate Hudson, love that movie. Along Came Polly, very funny movie with Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston. American Movie, movie is great. It's a documentary, probably one of my favorites, about a aspiring young horror filmmaker and everything he goes through to try to make his movie, get his movie out, and all that stuff. Definitely recommend it. As good as it gets. Of course, Jack Nicholson is one of my favorite actors. Fantastic movie. Austin Powers Pack. It's got Spy Who Shagged Me, International Man of Mystery. I'm sorry, International Man of Mystery and The Spy Who Shagged Me. That's the right order. Goldmember, the third one. Barry Brady sequel. Back to School, hilarious Rodney Dangerfield movie. Really like that one. It's fun. Bad News Bears with it's the remake with Billy Bob Thornton. I haven't even seen this yet, but hopefully I'll check it out sometime. Barbershop and Barbershop 2, both very funny. Mr. Bean movie. Bean, this is really a funny movie. Be Cool. Bedazzled. Of course, a remake of a older movie, which I've never seen the original, but this one's good with Brendan Fraser, Elizabeth Hurley. Beverly Hills Ninja, hilarious Chris Farley movie. Big, Tom Hanks, gotta see Big if you haven't seen that. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, love it. Billy Madison, another great Adam Sandler. Talked about him before, and obviously Best Saturday Night Live. All the Adam Sandler stuff is great. Black Knight, love these Martin Lawrence movies. We have Black Knight and Blue Streak. I can get that out of there. This is really funny where he poses as a police officer to retrieve a diamond which he has hidden in the LAPD police station in a like a ventilation duct, and it's really interesting, fun movie. Blues Brothers 2000, like this movie too. Boat Trip, funny movie. Booty Call, this is a really funny movie with Tommy Davidson and Jamie Foxx. And we have Born in East LA, Cheech Marin. Haven't seen this one yet, but it looked funny, so hoping to check that out soon. Borat, which I haven't filed yet. This is a hilarious movie. Sacha Baron Cohen with this Borat character. This movie is great. The Breakfast Club, classic John Hughes. Love this movie. The Breakup, Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Aniston. We have one of my favorite stand-up comedians here, Brian Regan, The Epitome of Hyperbole. That's his newest one. Also got the Standing Up, another DVD of his. I highly recommend him if you like stand-up comedians. He's really funny, clean humor, and he's on Comedy Central a lot. You can check him out. Bringing Down the House, Steve Martin, Queen Latifah, funny movie. More Jim Carrey, Bruce Almighty, really great movie. We have The Burbs with Tom Hanks. Love Tom Hanks stuff. Another Jim Carrey, The Cable Guy. Really weird but great, funny movie. It's kind of a dark comedy, but I like it. Of course, you have to have Caddyshack, classic comedy. Charlie's Angels. I haven't really. I don't even know if I've watched this whole thing. I guess it has its moments. Christmas with the Kranks. I didn't really enjoy this all that much. I guess it's kind of a fun family Christmas movie, but I don't know. It just didn't really. I didn't like it that much. Of course, Kevin Smith, Clerks X, Collector's Edition, Coneheads, great. Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Saturday Night Live type movie. Love this movie here, Dennis the Menace, Walter Matthau, another one of my favorite actors. Really funny, hilarious movie. Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, Rob Schneider, his stuff is always great. Very silly though, but funny. Diner, classic movie. It has Steve Guttenberg, Daniel Stern, Mickey Rourke, Kevin Bacon, a lot of good people in it. Paul Reiser. Very interesting, good comedy. You should check that out. Dr. Detroit, this is a really funny Dan Aykroyd movie. He's kind of thrown into the role of a pimp for these ladies, and it's a really interesting movie. Dogma, Kevin Smith. I love this, the Don Knotts Reluctant Hero Pack. It has Ghost and Mr. Chicken, Reluctant Astronaut, Shakiest Gun in the West, and The Love God. That's really funny. His Don Knotts movies are great. Get that back in there. Dumb and Dumber, the unrated, extended, more Dumber Than Ever edition. Super. Gotta see that. Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels, hilarious movie. 18 Again, great movie. George Burns and Charlie Schlatter. This is a kind of cool movie. Elf, funny Will Ferrell Christmas movie. Employee of the Month. Envy, Ben Stiller, Jack Black. That's one maybe a lot of people haven't seen, but it's a pretty cool movie. I have all these weird, not weird, but wacky Ernest movies. Ernest in the Army, Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest Goes to Camp, sorry. Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest Saves Christmas. And we're going to move down here, and we have Ernest Scared Stupid, Halloween movie. These movies are silly. They're just kind of like a little, I guess, guilty pleasure. I guess you just sit there and put one on when you just want to be cheered up, or just watch some, just some silly fun movie that you don't have to think much about. I think Ernest is funny, that character.